Hey Nick, as promised, this is a quick video with some key features that Asana offers. I created a sample Asana dashboard, and as you have it as well, you can add different columns. This is not a board view. You can set up a project and list view as well, um, whatever you prefer. So then here you have you can see the incomplete task, completed task, or all tasks, and you can save the view for everybody. I created a test task with some customized fields. So customized fields is only available for Asana Premium. So if you would ever decide to upgrade, this is one feature that Asana offers then. And as I mentioned, there is some trick so you don't pay for every user. If you want, I can show you that. So yeah, that's one thing you can add as customized fields, a dropdown with different colors. So let's just select anything. Estimated hours, let's put 10. And then on the main Asana board view, you will see it immediately. So you'll see medium priority. And on the main page, I think it's up to 5 that you can see immediately. So you can set, let's say you have 10 customized fields here, you can select which of the ones you want to have available and shown in the front. Then let's say we have a task 1, and this task should only be completed once the first one is done. So you can go to this task, mark as dependent on task 1, meaning when this task is completed, then the person assigned to this task will be notified to get started working on it. Then let's say this task needs to be completed by me. Due date is at a start date, so I can add a start date, let's say, and I want to complete it by next week Monday. And I can also set to repeat a task. So let's say I need to get this task, done by the 15th, and after that every week I can set it to repeat. So, periodically, daily, weekly. And when you mark the task complete, a new one will be created again. Of course, subtasks, you can attach files, you can copy the link task, you can like the task, you can add the task to another project. So let's say person, I don't know, John, he has a specific Asana task project, and he wants to organize his tasks by himself in a specific way. Then you can just add another project, so all the tasks would appear in his Asana project as well. I know I did it like we did it with the other client I'm working with. We set it up a private project for everybody because we know people try to organize themselves in a different way. If you only have a few projects, it's usually fine because you anyway can go to my tasks in Asana as well. But that's what we figured, some prefer to have their specific columns so they know, oh, every day I have to check these and these tasks. That's just what we figured. So you can attach unlimited projects to a task. You can duplicate a task, mark dependent I showed you, and create a follow-up task. That's a few features, and here you have the formatting features as well, which is quite new. And of course, you can edit followers. So let's say you want to have a template task, you can duplicate this task from here. Then what you can do as well on a timeline as mentioned, so you can view all the tasks that are in the project and have the timeline listed there. So let's go back to this task and set it start date. Now you can see it here, and you can also amend it from here. Let's say you want to start it later, or you can also change it here. Of course, calendar view if you prefer that. Conversations is a nice feature as well. So everybody added to a project can be notified, or you can add more people to notify. To tag people, always use the add symbol. And what I know as a rule is whenever you need somebody to reply to a comment that you made in Asana, always use the add symbol, because then it will show in their Asana inbox. Progress is a nice feature as well. Let's say you're working on website launch and you have an estimated plan prepared and you know, okay, it should be completed by beginning of next month. The project leader, or you can review weekly and set a status update, on track, at risk, off track. And it also shows you how many tasks are completed and how many are incomplete. And here, just all the files uploaded for a project will be listed here. Of course, as well, another feature, you can make projects private. So let's say you have an Asana team created. You can create as many Asana teams as you want. Let's say one for IT team, one for development team. This is to, keep some things private because your internal tasks you probably don't want others to see. And if there is a task that you create for your internal project that you want to make visible to others, you can just add their project as well. So let's say I want to make this private. It will only be visible to the project members. So in that case, it's just myself. You can add task folders as well, and you can also add somebody that can only add comments, and you can manage memo notifications. So I want to receive an email, full tasks added, conversations, status updates. Yeah, that's one thing for Asana. Going back to your project, of course you can change the settings here. So what we figured, or what I figured is, sometimes it's quite confusing if I receive every email from Asana. So I usually disable that because I would check my Asana inbox anyway directly. One second. Profile settings. Yeah, same thing for email forwarding, account, display. Here you can just change few things as well. Apps, you can add more apps like Hubstuff is another like time tracking feature, and this you can connect, or there are other things as well. Just have a look on the Asana website. There they have some features where you can connect apps. Hacks. So inbox news, reminders, follow-up, extra delight, that's just, some nice features when you complete a specific amount of tasks. Keyboard shortcut or disable notifications for task starting and due date. Usually that's quite annoying. I mean, it's helpful for some to always receive a notification on the date a task is due, but if it gets too much, you might want to disable, because you anyway can go to your task and sort per due date as well. Sort per due date, projects, or likes. So that's why whenever you create tasks, and let's say you don't know exactly when you will start the task, I recommend to still add a due date, so it comes up again under your task section and you can postpone it again. I mean, for the number of tasks you have in Asana, it's not a big deal. It's just a recommendation when you get tons and tons of tasks. Sometimes the task without a due date, if you check every day, oh, what do I have to do today? Then the other ones will be, I don't know, on the bottom, very bottom of the list, so you probably never get to them. It's just a suggestion for when, project gets bigger. But yeah, at the moment it's quite nicely set up. There are just various other features that might be convenient, especially when you grow. But yeah, if you have any specific questions, let me know, because there are many more things that you can do with Asana. But yeah, I hope this overview helps you to get an idea of some of the basics what Asana offers.